Welcome to welly.tv. We have just received some breaking news here in the studio that the Wellington Inn will be reopening its doors to the public on the 22nd of July after being closed for over 18 weeks due to the COVID-19 outbreak. I'll now pass you over to our correspondent William, who is live at the venue.
Thanks, George. Yes, I am here at the Wellington Inn with one of the owners, Russell Jeffrey. He's going to give us a quick guided tour of the safety measures put in place to protect both the staff and customers.
Thanks, Will. First thing you'll notice, whether you're coming in the front door or the back door, you'll notice hand sanitising stations pretty much everywhere throughout the building. Another thing to say is we are asking all our staff to wear face masks at all times when they're in the premises. They will have their temperatures taken on arrival at work, and they'll be working in their own zones clearly marked throughout the kitchen. Another feature of the building is we've had lots of signs and signage made bespoke for us. We've also gone to the length of having a touch-free door operation. It's very simple. It's called step and pull. You simply put your foot on the plate, pull it back, and you're through. So now we're in the main building. First thing you'll notice, some more signage. Signage everywhere, really. On the floor, decals asking people to keep their social distance. Walking on through, another automatic hand sanitizer station with details of how to use them. Keep on coming down. You'll notice some high chairs. They've all been sanitised. Once they've been sanitised, they're covered in plastic to protect them. And now we're heading on down to the main bar. So now we're in the main bar, down to a whopping 4 tables in here. We've got at least 1.5 metre spacing between them. And when, depending on the configuration of the table, when a place setting isn't in use, they're going to be clearly marked with some labels we've had made, put on some side plates so that place settings clearly say, sorry, you can't sit here. As far as tables go, sanitised before use. No more beer mats like that. If you do request a beer mat, they are single use. After they've been used, they'll be destroyed. When you approach the table, you'll notice there's no place settings on it, no placemats. They've all gone. We now have the menu printed on a placemat. Again, single use and disposable. Moving on through, you can see some more markings on the floors. These are all actually placed at just over 1 metre apart because we firmly believe that even though they're not supposed to, people will still migrate to the bar to try and get a drink or to pay their account. So this just marks out the spacing that at least the minimum they should be, and obviously we'll encourage them or instruct them to return back to their table. The bar itself, rather than perspex screens, we've decided to encase it in glass. So the staff are protected from the customer and the customer from the staff. It looks very smart. We've gone to a lot of trouble to make sure that it fits in with the building itself. Other things to note: glassware, all single use. Gone are the days of being held onto your pint glass all night or your wine glass each time you use it. When you bring it back to the bar or we collect it from your table, single use, go through the glass washer, you'll be issued with a new one. Staff have always also been encouraged and shown to hold the glass in the bottom third to avoid touch points and contamination with customers. Gone are the days of straws, unfortunately at the moment. They are banned, not in use. You'll also note blackboard's gone. Obviously that was an area where people congregated in the building. We have to avoid those, so hence us going to the paper single use menu. Another hand sanitisation station, automated, for people as they're leaving the building or if they want to use it as they're arriving.
And have you made any changes to the menu?
Good question, George. Yes, we have. We've reduced the menu a little bit, reduced the offering so that we've not got too much stock in at any one time, and we'll of course adjust that as and when the level of trades return to the levels that they were prior to lockdown.
And how have your opening hours changed?
Again, another good question. Yes, we have reduced our opening hours. We're only operating Wednesday through Sunday initially, but again, it's constantly under review, and we're looking to return to normality and start trading again on Tuesday when the level of trade permits. So through to the Farmers Bar. Great changes in here again, down to just 3 tables in here. Bar itself marked up, please do not approach the bar. This really is now a serving counter for dispense of drinks for the waiting staff and the bar staff. Over here we've been busy. We've taken out this section of wall to allow for us to bring the dining room into play at lunchtime, just to give us the extra capacity and compensate for all the tables that we've lost in other parts of the building. So now we're in the restaurant, just down to 6 tables in here currently. Both private dining rooms have been taken out of service. Gone traditional place setting as we used to have, fully set up prior to your arrival. The new normal for the time being, and the approach we've adopted, is to have your place setting covered with a napkin that is protected from the environment, and once you've sat down and you're comfortable, we'll simply remove it, take it away, that'll be sent to laundry, and then we'll bring you glasses, water and whatever you need as the evening progresses.
And what's your approach to the issues of salt and pepper and sauces?
The guidelines say we have to use sachets for salt, pepper, sugar and any sauces that people require. We're going to give them the option. Yes, we've got sugar sachets to serve with coffee, but with dinner we realise that people sometimes don't want to use a sachet and are happy to use a cruet instead. We're giving them the option. They'll have the choice. To be entirely up to them. Obviously our cruets are going to be sanitised before use. As far as sauces go, yeah, we have gone to individual portions, but we're serving them in ramekins, single use, so they'll be taken straight to the table, and then when they're finished with, back into the kitchen, washed, sanitised, refilled and ready for use. So as far as the restrooms are concerned, more signage on the doors. We're limiting the occupancy to 2 people in our restrooms because they are quite large. Again, the doors on the other side for when you're coming out, they have the touch-free step and pull system, so you don't need to touch the door handles. And just behind the camera there is yet another hand sanitising station, automated, so people that feel that they've touched the door or want to just sanitise their hands after having left the restrooms, they can do so. So in the restrooms, plenty more signage on the walls and mirrors, just reminding people to make sure they wash their hands before they leave the room. As I said earlier, we're relying on people's social distancing and common sense just to make sure there's a maximum of 2 people in here at once. We've taken one of the urinals out of use so people can't use it. Again, some more bespoke signage above saying do not use nasty leak.
William, I noticed that on the wall it said nasty leak. Why is it a nasty leak?
Well, it's a nasty leak because it's a Welsh leak, not an English leak.
That all sounds great. It seems like they all have it under control there. I certainly can't wait to get down there for a chocolate brownie. Sadly, that concludes our news bulletin. Hope you have a good day. Goodbye.